FHS Season Tickets.
Welcome into another episode of FHS Season Tickets. I'm Michael.
I'm Miles.
And I'm Nick.
And today we're going to be recapping everything that we've done throughout the first semester and just talking about some of the highlights that Season Tickets did have throughout the first semester of the show, and then also kind of looking forward to the second semester of the show, which unfortunately will be without Miles.
Don't say it again.
It hurts.
I'm sorry, but Nick, do you want to talk about pretty much the first kind of series that we did about on Season Tickets?
Yeah, to start it off, we last year we did a college coaching rankings or whatever, and this year we did a preview of the college year, the college conferences, who's the top, who's not, and it's interesting going back, watching that video. If you ever get a chance to go back, you should watch that now that the college season is over after
Just
Monday.
A little quick note, we were both higher on Kirby Smart than most people.
Yeah.
So I think
I was way higher than Mike was too.
I had him like 4th or 5th, and you had him I think 4th. So we were both really high on him when it probably wasn't really justified at the time. But
everyone just said he was a Margaret clone, but I thought I saw more in him than a lot of people gave him credit for. But as regard to the conference preview, just good to look back at where we ranked teams, where we didn't. I think we got them pretty much right. I mean, we had some flops, just like everybody, but
we both had Florida State pretty high.
Yeah, I mean, Florida State was insane with how that happened. But I guess Francois might have played a factor, and just overall the team chemistry and everything. I bet A&M was, I mean, maybe a mistake there. I mean, there's a few teams that kind of shocked this year that didn't play well, but
UCF.
Yeah, UCF. I don't think we had. Well, we only did Power 5,
yeah.
But
that was just one of the teams that.
I was actually high on UCF preseason. I called them the best Group of 5 team.
Yeah.
I did not have them going undefeated though, at all.
Yeah, no. Hey, they're national champions. They're ranked number 1 by a few people.
4 out of I think 71. So
that's actually pretty impressive.
A cool 6% of AP voters actually voted UCF number 1, which is kind of bizarre.
All right, Mike, what do we do interview-wise?
Yeah, so we start off interviews with all the fall sports. So we interviewed people on both the soccer teams, the volleyball team, the football team, and the cross-country team, and we pretty much talked about the start of their season and then really previewed the middle and the end of the season and what we were looking forward to in fall sports. And it was a really successful fall sports season for the Fairview athletic programs, as they won a lot of games, won a couple of conference titles, and that pretty much brings us into our next thing, which was conference championships for Fairview Athletics. And then so we did a second interview with all the conference championship teams, and that was the boys soccer team, the volleyball team, and the boys cross country team. So we really just talked about their accomplishments throughout the season and basically congratulated them on all their success on the field and in the gym and running on that course. So that was pretty exciting to really showcase just different athletes at Fairview. And those videos did get a lot of views. Pretty much all of them got over 30 views, and even a couple of them got over 60 views. So those were definitely some of our more successful videos throughout the first semester in terms of view-wise.
I think it's truly a great thing that we're able to interview all the teams in our school, get a little taste of how their season's going and what they've done for their season. And there's a lot of truly just overall great seasons in Fairview Athletics, like you said, and that was just a great year to watch. I remember we would try and go to every soccer and volleyball game that we could, because it was just really fun to watch. And playoffs are a whole different animal, and it was just a little difficult for us this year, but it was just a great year overall.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. A lot of success throughout the fall sports. Hopefully we can continue that success throughout the winter sports, as we've had a decent start to the year. But Miles, obviously we talked about kind of Fairview interviews and the first series that we really did, but can you talk about a little bit of the week-to-week grind, and when we're not doing anything special, pretty much describe a normal episode that we would do in a normal week?
Yeah, well, we came in and out of NBA trades all the way to NFL predictions, and we even we even did some fun videos, like reaction videos, like injuries and like plays and stuff like that. And that was just a really fun way to like have the channel like moving in a way that we could still commentate on interesting like material. And in my opinion, those were some of the most most fun videos that we did. It was just fun to like get a little taste of how the NFL was going, with still a little bit of comedic vibes in there because of the Browns, 0-16. But
Yeah, wow, we could never talk about a Browns win this year, which was pretty sad.
sorry,
No,
boys.
we haven't seen the Browns win on a Sunday in over 2 years.
It's been since before Christmas Eve last year.
No, dude,
On
last year that
Sunday.
was our only win. That was a Saturday.
That was a Saturday.
So you have to go through all of last season. So all of this season, all of last season. You have to go to like
It's not on a Sunday. I don't
week
even
14 of the 2000 and
Basically, when we
15
were like
season.
probably like freshmen or sophomores.
I think Johnny Manziel was the starting quarterback of that game. Might have been against like the
That's
Bills.
such a troll.
That's sad that like you can remember an exact win from 2 years ago, and you're like, that's our last win on a Sunday.
That's wild.
Hugh Jackson, what a man. 1-31. But yeah, I do like how that kind of became like a little bit of a normal episode, just showing like what we kind of do. We would just talk about the NFL and stuff like that, and really just make fun of the Browns, but also talk about all the big games, especially including your Pittsburgh Steelers, as you provide some insight as a diehard fan of an NFL team that actually mattered and actually won some games. I know
They actually
you're-
have something going, Mike.
Yeah,
That's
I know
what's good
you're
to know about.
excited for the playoff game this weekend, hoping to get revenge on the Jacksonville Jaguars after Big Ben threw 5 interceptions quickly before we talk
That
about.
easily the worst game of the season, by the way. I gotta throw that in.
Just wrapping up the first semester, I think that we saw a lot of the same consistency throughout the year, but we also added in stuff like the reaction videos. We were able to do all of our predictions. We were pretty spot on with that, and I think there's a lot to look forward to for the second semester. It's going to be back to the same format of when me and Mike were last, if you guys were watchers, during last year at the end of the second half of that semester. So see how that goes. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, a couple things, but yeah, just going back on your point, we're excited to just continue the show throughout the second semester. We've got a lot of stuff planned. Really excited for big events like March Madness, NFL Draft, NBA Draft, also NBA Playoffs going to be starting up throughout
Don't
the
worry,
second
guys.
semester.
I'm coming back for a couple NBA playoff vids. Don't worry. I got a free schedule. I'll be there. I just got to get some Tri-C done, boys.
A bit
Don't
of
worry
a-
about it.
Of a teaser.
NBA playoffs are my game.
Teaser.
You'll see me one more time, guys.
Yeah, and then when you talk
Like
about
10 views.
correct predictions, we also, one of our interviews that we had was actually because we didn't make a correct prediction, and that was that the New England Patriots would have a higher playoff seed than Denver Broncos. Newsflash, Denver Broncos did not have a playoff seed. Our buddy Kyle Coaster from the Big Lead, who we all interviewed, was really high on them, and we were not, so we made a bet with him, and we won the bet, so he had to come on the show. We also had a couple other people come on the show.
He had to come on
From the Big
show.
Lead. Yeah, it sounds like...
You had to.
Yeah.
Darn.
I don't really think he wanted to.
Michael.
Yeah, he had to come on the show. Then we had some people that I know from Twitter, like Old Takes Exposed and Matt Craig and Ryan Glass-Beagle. Those were mostly solo interviews. Nick, we also had the Nick Sharia interview once again
Our
this
boy
year.
Nick Sharia, of course, the
Yeah,
great
so-
one, the analytic master.
Yeah. So that was really fun. We also had Tyler from Arena Fanatic. I think that was a solo interview just with me, but you guys might remember when me and Nick interviewed him last year. That was a good time too. Any last shots before we wrap up this video?
No, I'm looking forward to next year. You guys have anything else?
We're good.
All right, Mike, want to outro us this one last semester?
One last time for the first semester. That will wrap it up for this episode of FHS Season Tickets. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like and also subscribe for more season ticket videos.
Peace.